Well, the bank collapse here in the United States has begun. We've got Silvergate Bank going down. Silicon Valley Bank is going down. And yes, your bank could absolutely be next. Look, I'm not sitting here trying to instill fear in anybody, but if you listen to people like Janet Yellen and anybody that is a so-called regulator of the banking industry, they know that the banking industry here in the United States and across the globe works on one thing and one thing only: confidence in the banking industry. That's right. It is nothing more than a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. And as soon as people start to withdraw, you see the collapse. So they will tell you, they will lie to you. They will try to instill confidence in you at all costs. Let's discuss what's going on in the banking industry, what it means for you. And of course, if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. Let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2023 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a pro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. If you guys are brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to get started, you got a link for Webull in the description below. Super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and a $1 crypto trade is going to get you $5 in free crypto. If you want crypto-exclusive exchanges where you can buy, sell, leverage, trade, all that good stuff, you get KuCoin and Binance down there. Now, KuCoin and Binance, they offer rewards for the more active traders. So the more you trade, the more you can earn. But please be aware, if you're holding on those exchanges, it's considered a loan to those exchanges. If you want it to be your assets, you need to hold it in a cold storage or DeFi wallet. Guys, this is a much bigger situation than a lot of people are putting on, and especially that the regulators and those that are in charge are putting on. A lot of people are doing a great job explaining the situation on places like Twitter and YouTube and so on. But you do need to be aware of what is actually happening. This is the 16th largest bank in the United States. Silicon Valley Bank is not just some, bank in Silicon Valley where they got $1 million in deposits. This is a massive player in the financial institution ring, and they're done. They are down. Regulators took over, and you can't get your money out of that bank right now. If you're thinking that this can't happen to your bank, I don't know why it wouldn't happen to your bank. And if you're worried about your federally insured money, your FDIC insurance there, I would highly consider reevaluating that. You don't know if that would be paid out next week, next month, next year, next decade, if they decide to pay it at all. Let's discuss what's going on right now. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said on Sunday morning that the Federal Reserve would not bail out Silicon Valley Bank. This is a huge, huge loss for anybody that banks at Silicon Valley, and she's going to try and convince you that it's not systemic and it's not going to spread, but it absolutely could. But they're working closely with banking regulators to help protect the thousands of depositors who are concerned about losing their money. Now, when you word it like that, the thousands of depositors, who cares, right? Who cares about the thousands of depositors that had money in Silicon Bank? You don't have money there. And 1,000 compared to the hundreds of millions that are in the United States, very small number. Well, you've got some very large businesses who are not going to be paying their paychecks, and their payroll is going to go unanswered for who knows how long, if not ever. I've already read articles saying that if you sell on Etsy, you are not going to be receiving your payment. Why? They bank with Silicon Valley. You're not going to get it. Roku, another big name. Cryptocurrency players. You've got Circle with $3.3 billion on deposit at Silicon Valley Bank. Jenny Yellen says, we are very aware of the problems that depositors will have. Many of them are small businesses that employ people across the country, Yellen said in an interview with CBS, Face the Nation. We are certainly working to address the situation in a timely manner. That could be years. It might be years. Think about Etsy. Think about these people who live their lives selling on Etsy, and now all of a sudden, no paycheck. Nothing. So if you think it is only affecting these big wig tech companies who have money in the Silicon Valley banking system, that is just incorrect. Now, she provided little new details about the government's next steps, but emphasized that this is different than 2008. Let me be clear, she says. During the financial crisis, there were investors and owners of systemic large banks that were bailed out. This is a large bank. It's the 16th largest in the world, or in the United States, and it is the second largest bank to go down in history. Come on, Janet. Literally, get it together, Janet. And the reforms that have been set in place mean that we are not going to be doing that again, she said. But we are concerned about depositors and focused on trying to meet their needs. Federal deposit insurance is $250,000, but the vast majority of tech startups had more than that. Silicon Valley Bank it's been in business for almost 40 years, and it's the nation's 16th largest bank. It's the collapse of the second biggest bank in U.S. history. And it sent a shockwave throughout the financial system, but on Sunday, Janet Yellen tried to reassure Americans that the fallout does not pose systemic risk. Here's what she says. America's economy relies on a safe and sound banking system. She said Americans need to feel confident that the banking system is safe and sound. Do you know why? Because they don't have the money that you deposit into their bank. And if you go withdraw that money, they fail. It is by definition a pyramid or a Ponzi scheme. If they are not generating revenue, if they do not have the amount of money available to meet the withdrawals, the same way they criticized all of these centralized cryptocurrency exchanges over the last several months, it is the banking industry by definition. So, what happened to everybody who was going to Silicon Valley Bank and trying to withdraw their money over the weekend? They had the police called on them. That is absolutely right. If you were in New York trying to go to Silicon Valley Bank and withdraw your money, you had the cops called on you. Why? Because, you must be a bad person if you want your money. Oh, well, the bank doesn't have your money and you're upset about that? That's your fault. You're the bad guy in that situation. You have the police called on you. If you go to the bank tomorrow morning and you begin to withdraw, you might be okay. You might get some money out. But what if your neighbor goes to the bank? What if your neighborhood goes to the bank? What if your city goes to the bank? All of a sudden then, the banks crumble and the banks shut down. Janet Yellen understands that America needs to rely and feel confident on a safe banking system, because if they don't, if you, your friends, your family, your neighbors, and your town begin to go to the banks and withdraw their money, they will shut down. And that means that you will have the police called on you. And that means that you won't have access to your money. It might be days, it might be months, it might be years before they open back up. But if you believe that your bank is too big to fail, if you believe that this systemic risk, if you believe the lies that Janet Yellen is spewing to America right now about a safe, sound, and confident banking system, it only works if everybody believes it's going to work. As soon as one person doubts it, as soon as 2 people, 3 people, 4 people doubt it, as soon as they begin to withdraw their money, the entire system collapses. Don't think that we're not beyond that. Don't think that you're not beyond being labeled a domestic terrorist if you try to pull your money out of the United States banking system and hold cash, or potentially cryptocurrency for that matter. The bank run has begun. That is obvious in the sense that the 16th largest bank in the nation is now done. And it's not going to be the last one. It is not going to be the only one. And this is not a contained, occurrence. The contagion could set in. And this could be something much bigger than the 2008 financial crisis. Janet Yellen knows it. She's trying to make sure we're okay. I know it too, but I want to make sure everybody's informed. If you doubt that your bank will have your money, withdraw some. You don't have to withdraw it all, but make sure that you are comfortable with where you hold your money. Don't listen to Yellen. Don't listen to everybody telling you that everything is always going to be okay. Listen to yourself. Make sure that you do right by you. Now, I want to know what you guys think. This is a major deal that Silicon Valley Bank is down. And it is a major deal that we could wake up tomorrow morning, and if people are all afraid across America that the banking system is going to fail, and they begin to go to the bank before they stop at work and withdraw even a portion of their money, we could see catastrophic fallout like we haven't seen before. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And if that button right there is still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. Webull, KuCoin, Binance, free Discord, and until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.